Oh, can we say where we are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not specifically, but I have never been this far up on Sinclair Road before.
Anyway, welcome to the Low Mid Dudes podcast. I'm Ervin Ross.
I am Mitch Rose.
And one of us has an appointment with a gynecologist.
I'm sorry. I was a little late.
Don't worry about that. You're going to make a fine mother. One day. We have a special guest today. I don't know if I can say special. Anyway, we have a special guest today. A very, 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 if I say very one more time, I get paid for it, very funny comedian, sketch actor, just amazing human being as a person. Probably the only one of us that could get a business loan right now.
Yeah, easy.
Caitlin Menonsky. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Good. I got to put that Youngstown spin on things.
They're doing sound effects like, there's a gavel. This is bothering me. Here, Caitlin. Here.
Caitlin, how are you?
Doing all right.
What brings you down to us jurisdiction?
It's
just in the neighborhood, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Around the area.
Applying for a business loan as one does.
Right.
This would be the corporate/industrial space.
Yes.
Yeah.
To do
for that giant party supply store. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm angling for.
You put it right next to
the hot. What's the bar that burned down on the way up here? It's called like the Hot Point.
Something like that.
Something like that. I'm not here to promote a bar, but it's burned to the ground. It was called like the Hot Point. So good happy hour there.
Nice.
Get that going again, Caitlin. There's a business plan for you.
Yeah, just rewire that electric that caused that devastating fire, and you'll be fine.
I watch a lot of YouTube. How hard could it be?
Right.
Honestly, I do watch YouTube to learn things that are absolutely useless, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like how to build, a tiny home in a van. I don't own a vehicle, so, it's seemingly useless for me, but I'd also like to know how to build a vehicle in case I, ever own one.
You start at the ground up.
Got to start at the ground up
with a car.
I mean, I'd like to have a car, but not all of us can have Caitlin's credit score.
Right. Build your own car. So you're here promoting build your own car.
Yes. Starts with a chassis, and then
is it like
house siding and
Okay, so you're going body work first.
Yes.
Not functionality, but appearance.
Oh, yes, obviously.
Right.
Okay, so
most important in the world of comedy and entertainment.
Of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can start with clown all the way up to what's the funniest car?
Is clown the bottom of the comedy world? I thought mime would be
hacky.
The bottom.
Right? You say, Caitlin, that it's hacky?
Yeah.
That clown car's hacky, or just too good to discard?
I will say, in my mind, a clown car is 1-to-1 with a Prius, and I drove a Prius for 10 years.
I have also had a Prius. It's really fun watching a big guy get in and out of it. And it just, I thought it was just me that the car didn't go over 75. I was like, that's a weight thing. Mm-hmm. But then my buddy drove, and I was like, no, it just doesn't go over 75. It's pretty gross. Sometimes.
I drove 5 of us in my old Prius to Chicago, and you could feel when we got on the highway just
right,
just dragging because there's 3 grown men in the back.
Gonna drop it into fifth gear and go 60.
We can't let Gary, Indiana, keep us. The city will suck us in. We're like, you belong here.
Whenever we get at a light, I'd be like, can we kind of lean forward just to get the momentum rolling?
Yeah, all the way. Yeah. Best foot forward or best tire.
I always wanted to just propose this to the city council in Gary, Indiana, like a tour of the Michael Jackson, childhood home. And then as soon as you get there, you walk in the door and just an angry black guy just beats the shit out of you. It's just the tour.
So it's a haunted house?
Pretty much.
It's a Jackson family.
He just comes out and he's like, not good enough. Good enough.
It's the Jackson family memorial haunted house. And Board of Tourism. Just throw it all in there.
Right, and it'll be an acronym of Shimon, and that's how it's going to work out.
Right.
All right, Caitlin. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. Favorite awful football movie from the 80s? And why is it Rudy?
That's not... that's 80s.
Rudy 80s?
These are tough questions.
These are hard-hitting facts for our hard-hitting fans.
I'm showing my ass here, but I do not watch a lot of sports films.
Get out of town.
Yeah, I know. You would think.
All right, hold on. Okay. What sport Okay, Field of Dreams.
I was going to say, we were a baseball family,
There
not
you go.
a football family.
Right. A real American, as I like to say.
My dad likes to say that for very different reasons. But, yes. No,
it's America's game.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
It's America's game. It includes...
You guys play a lot? Play in the backyard?
Yeah, I would hit balls off of the roof, which is probably the least white trashy thing about me here in this podcast.
No, that's a success.
Yeah, well...
If a baseball goes on a roof, it's good.
Oh, no. I would be on the roof hitting it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Never mind. So your parents weren't ever home.
Correct. Yes. Okay. My mom was a stay-at-home mom that was rarely there. So
Black experience. Got it.
She stayed.
Got it.
What did? Okay, there's a lot of questions here to unpack here. Look, it's show's coming to us. Look at that. That's this good radio. That's what they say.
Good radio.
I call it radio.
But yes, was often unattended. I also put golf balls into our septum tank, so I was just a menace.
How do you get that? How do you get it in the? How do you get in the tank?
Yeah, do you just have an open septic tank?
No, I mean, is it like a wedge?
There was like
that makes more sense.
Yeah.
There was like a drainage in the basement, and I just.
Oh, so you're putting in the basement?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how houses or most things work.
Must be a hell of a golfer.
Right. The septic tank is not. That's where the food goes after.
Well. Yeah, a lot of things go there. A lot of the poo ends up there. That's why I was like, is it an open one? Because the smell in the neighborhood would be awful.
That's what I'm saying.
Just awful.
As an open hole, like in your basement. That sounds like you were trying to address a problem.
Yes.
By indirectly discussing sewage or any kind of possible sepsis that the children might get from an open, exposed sewer access. And how big is your family?
I have 3 younger siblings.
So 4, 2 parents that are never home.
Yes.
Got it.
And open sewage. In the basement.
Yes.
That you hit golf balls into. That doesn't sound like a bad time as a kid.
No, I had a great time.
No, this is pretty Ohio for the experience.
Yeah, this is right on.
Yeah, no, I'm from Southeast Ohio, so that's pretty far for the course.
I think we've discussed this before. I forget where the specifics are, and that's good because we can fill those in right now.
Yes.
Yeah, where are you from?
I am from Hocking County, and I say that because I'm not actually from a city. So.
Yeah.
So a holler.
Region.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Just a holler somewhere in the middle.
Yep.
Got it.
It's a region. It's a region.
We would vote at the fire station for the township.
There you go.
Got
that
it.
paints a picture.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, a holler is a valley known for tolerance.
Right. And diversity. And runoff. And flooding.
That just builds character.
And gorgeous in the fall.
Yes.
Gorgeous in the fall, though.
Absolutely.
Pristine. Gorgeous in the fall. A holler. Find yourself there. And you've found yourself in a paradise. Yes. I think you know this.
Yes.
Pending your melanin level.
Or in a miniature golf course of an abandoned or occupied family home with an open sewage hole.
Yeah, so how did they get the golf balls out of the septic tank?
Oh, they're still there to this day.
Oh, even better.
Do you guys still have that house? Hey, from Southeast Ohioan to Southeast Ohioan, don't let it go.
Yeah.
Hold on to that grip that property with both hands because they're coming.
The well water was good.
They're coming. Yeah.
See, growing up, we had a well too on the land, and it was fantastic. I did hate water softeners though because the bags of salt.
Yeah.
Like my mom we'd get it delivered, and the delivery guy would show up with like a pallet of salt, so like 60 bags or some stuff like that. And it's his job to bring it in the house and put it wherever you want to. But my mom, because it was me and my brothers, and decided to, make us good, strong boys, she decided that we would do this guy's job that he's getting paid to do, and we would have to haul in this salt. And I was always very, very against this because I was like, he's getting paid for nothing. And I was like, he's just here. And he's like snickered about it in the corner. He's laughing. And I'm like,
right.
I'm an 11-year-old kid. What do you want from me, my guy?
Right.
I like that the opposition was not of the manual labor, but the principal.
It was the principal on this one. I'm like, hey. Right. Everybody wants a paycheck. Nobody wants to work. This guy's just watching child labor happen, not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Then as I got older, I understood the concept of watching child labor, not doing anything about it. I was like, I like Nike, so.
Yeah. It's true. They do a good sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
Logan?
Yes.
Chieftain?
Ooh. Outside of Logan.
Outside of...
So, like, just north of Logan. Yeah.
Nice.
But that was your high school?
I actually went to school... I went to high school on the east side of Columbus because my parents wanted me to go to Catholic school. So I drove about an hour and a half one way.
Family of religious zealots.
Yes. Oh, they're doomsday preppers. It's
with
a whole
an
thing.
open septic.
Okay.
Jeez.
There we go. Talk about salt purification tablets. I think we've got 2 pros here to talk about it. I'll just sit back and listen. And so will the rest of the people that hear this. Is there a podcast locally that I can hear about water purification tablets?
And
right
I think
here. This is the corner.
Right
up
here.
There on Sinclair Road.
Yes, the Columbus Comedy Festival's official podcast here at Boxland Studios. Check out Boxland Studios, boxlandtv.com. We will give you all the information we can about preppers. Ohio's full of them, and none of us work together.
Right.
Let's be clear about how weird this dynamic will be in an apocalypse.
Right.
It's going to be a bunch of untrusting armed humans with tons of beans. Don't know why.
Can you profile, because somebody bought my grandmother's house in southern Ohio years ago, and this guy, within months, never met him, never talked to him. Kind of in the country, little, like, you know what I mean? It's a small town, so if you're outside, a mile outside of the small town, you're in the country. You know what I mean? But to people that are raised in the town, you're like, oh, you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you still have some access to moderately clean drinking water, and you're too close to the railroad track to be considered that country. You're urbane, moderately.
Yep.
But anyway, the person that bought the house, within 6 months, that was the first time I began to see the transformation of what happens when someone is prepping for the apocalypse. So do you, when you're driving on the countryside, are you blind to it now, or can you just tell that either someone's prepping to prep or already in the doomsday stages, like deep into their doom, like they've got the they got the windmill, which isn't a bad thing, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you can tell. There's certain obviously flags you can tell. We're not getting into those flags, but those are pretty obvious. But you can probably tell.
Any freestanding structure that's meant to generate power or send communication signals, you're like, that's a little... multiple flags of seemingly unrelated origin that you're like, this
there you go. That's a good. I love those. Just they don't know where.
Like, I don't know. I don't know where you stand, and I don't think you know either.
Right. I saw one at a car dealership in Jackson County near where that was faded because it'd been a long, true and tried standard for this gentleman, and it's a car dealership. No basis of anything, and it's a Native American gentleman on top of a Dixie flag. Now, I don't know where that's going, but the guy that put it up was white, so I kind of know what one of it means. But the combination of all three, and then the fourth degree of the car dealership, not what target audience he's going for there, but that car lot doesn't exist, so I don't think he did. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good description. You said flags of indiscriminate...
Almost conflicting origin at some point.
right. Pair this guy's in the Swiss military as well.
I love spotting a future mercenary that's just like, oh, you'll prep for anyone.
Don't tread on me. Pride flag? Yeah. What's going on in this guy's world?
This guy's a veteran and hates the military.
Right. Thin blue line. Be it Black Lives Matter. I don't know what's going on, buddy. What are you doing with your life?
The rural UN of...
There was a house I passed in the middle of nowhere. So you're on the road, it's a fence, and then it's just this giant hill ramping up. And there were flags from no less than 10 different nationalities, and I was so frightened. Like, who is this person?
Like, help me. Like, if I understand that you're a backward redneck, then you're like, oh,
I know what I'm dealing with.
Like,
yeah,
oh, thank
it's almost
God.
a relief.
Yeah,
like,
you know what you're dealing with here. But if that's, you know what I mean? That's like, I'm trying to think of a comparison. Like, see something where it doesn't belong, but I'll think of it here in another hour. How much time we got? That is terrifying. Yeah, like someone's got like all those flags. First of all, the willingness to want. Just a lot of flags in general.
Yeah.
Unless you're really into
just flags.
To
Or maybe it's all misleading. Maybe that's part of the prep. They're like, I don't want anyone to know where I'm coming from on this.
So you're being extra suspicious.
Extra suspicious, right.
So that person's a genius. So that person's living
right.
their best life.
I love the idea that they're taking pirate logic of hoisting another flag so they can get close, integrate into the community.
You know what it is? Or here's the fun part. Maybe it's like a measurement of distance thing. Maybe they've got like a mortar up there, and they're just like, all right, that's 75 yards, that's 85 yards,
right.
And each flag represents that, and they're just like, now we're just measuring it off. It'll be great.
Right.
They're really prepping for this invasion.
Right.
Of course, they haven't heard of drones, but whatever. They're like, no, if somebody comes up that driveway and up that driveway only, we'll be able to defend ourselves.
What if they come out back? The flag of the 13 colonies, I start shooting.
That's it right there. That is the range on this.
That's the line in the sand.
That's the line.
I do love the implication that prepping technology stalled in 2006.
Yeah. Right. Well, they got to be the grid. They got to be off the grid, which no one can do. So they're already fooling themselves. Unless
I just like to run a large extension cord to my neighbor's property, and I'm like, I'm off grid. I'm using his stuff.
Right. You got a phone, buddy? You're like, I got everything. I still got a phone. I'm like, well, then that's everything. It's still the same thing.
I feel like no one also has gone to the extreme of prepping and just built their house as a Faraday cage. You're just like, no,
right.
No communication signals whatsoever. And you're like, okay, I guess that kind of works.
Right.
Like,
making your own clothes. You got anybody made their own clothes?
I did know people growing up. So also, I was homeschooled for a year. So that
there you go.
Yeah.
What happened to get you kicked out of that? Like, how did you get kicked out of?
I'm really dragging my family here. So my dad was in the military. He was deployed for a year, and my mom was like, you know what? Instead of taking all these kids to 3 different schools, I'm just gonna homeschool you. That's gonna be a lot easier.
That's fine.
Which is
whatever. Everyone I know that's been homeschooled are smart people. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have, like, rocks in your hair. You know what I mean? You're not feral. Funny. You have teeth. You know what I mean? You're not, because people think of that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was raised around public school teachers. So it was always like the opposite, because they had like this high and mighty thing like, oh, someone's parents think they're too smart for school. They always had like teachers like, give me those kids. Mm-hmm. They didn't say that. You know what I mean? Like education-wise, that did not work. That's probably why they're trying to.
But yes, knew a lot of people that made their own clothes. Knew people that drank raw milk. R.I.P. I don't know that. Yeah. But
that would be me now. Ulcerative colitis. Don't get me started. Jeez Louise. Oh, God, we were talking about
brought
white breakfast.
Trim Fire.
Brought to you by Trim Fire. That's got to be cut out, right? No? Or maybe we can get a deal. That stuff's expensive. So, making your own, but this is not I guess it is quasi-religious, but somebody that's not of a devout religious, well, I mean, it's Catholic.
Yeah.
But you didn't make your own clothes.
I did not make my own clothes.
Which isn't a bad thing. We're not saying it's bad. We're just saying if if you got a lot of time to do that, something's going on.
And I did know, yeah. And I know somebody now that like runs their own Etsy store that like they went to school like in New York for design, so like it can plant a seed in a good way. 9 times out of 10.
Right. But they're not worried about cloud seeding so much.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Controlling the weather and lasers from other countries.
But no, this was not a thing that was prevalent in my church. It was just my family that's like, yeah, we should do this.
You got your own thing.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, your family's like the family in The Witch.
A little bit.
Well, like they're already in a religious community. And then they just go, the religious community goes, you know what? I think maybe you should do your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, fine.
Go a little bit outside of town.
Mm-hmm. They're like, fine, we're taking our goat.
Yeah, we're taking this.
That's the problem. That's why we want you to leave as the goat.
They never had the prequel of that story. Like, you find out at the end when you get the evilest, most terrifying looking goat that's ever been on screen. And they're like, it was just... They're too proper. Religious people are too proper to get to the heart of the matter. They think it has to be a moral or a higher standard. And they're like,
you know what?
It was really just the goat, guys.
It's the goat. You could have just killed the goat and kept it moving.
But they can't. You got to get the milk. Mm-hmm. You got to make the cheese. Did you guys ever make cheese?
I have made cheese.
I have made cheese.
It is a fantastic thing to do. It's weird at first because you're like, is this how really they make cheese? And you're like, why do I keep buying this?
There's so
I can
many.
make this. And then you're like, oh, yeah, it takes time and effort and like the correct conditions.
Conditions are
Right,
huge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anybody can make a ball of mold.
Did you make cheese in that basement that had a hole in it that had access to sewage?
No, we did not.
I'm picturing this basement like the one from Silence of the Lambs, where it's just there's a well, and then there's a hole in the wall where you shoot golf balls.
So I will say
So it's like Top Golf, but for abandoned children.
There was like two sides
With a bunch of pitching wedges.
One side was finished, and I quote from my dad, because we'll be spending a lot of time down here. Red flag.
That's good.
Go on.
Oh, by the by, kids, once these shovels are cleaned and put away.
The other half with the septic tank opening. That was the unfinished part.
So
okay.
Which is also like where like the wood furnace and like all the stuff for the house was.
So it was a basement that like doubled as a bunker.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a big basement.
It is a
Big
big
basement.
basement. Yeah.
Are we resting too much on this? Because I like it. I'm jealous of basements because I don't have one.
See, that's the thing.
I was raised without one. And when that had one, I go, what kind of a palace is this?
I look at it now like when
I go downstairs to get to another room in the house. Like, are you kidding me?
See, when I was in high school and I lived out, my room was in the basement, and it was fantastic because it was like separated from everything else, and I was like, cool, I can get away with murder down here.
Right? Yeah.
Just like I had one of those Murphy beds, so I was like,
I've seen
oh my
the
god,
documentaries. You can.
You can literally get away with.
Also, just jam some sick jams. Is that what the kids are saying?
Jams.
Jam sick jams.
Yes, jam sick jams.
That's a good album title. I think I'm going to call my debut album that. Jam and Sick Jams. Did you guys what was the sickest Catholic jam you can think of?
Ooh, On Eagle's Wings is
On Eagle's Wings. No, that sounds like a modern song.
Yeah, is that by Kid Rock or how does that work?
That's like a hymn. I think it was from the 70s originally, but that every time they play that at the end on the organ, you're like, oh, this is almost making all the trauma worth it. Almost.
Oh, really? Okay. That's a choral? Mm-hmm. I think it would assume so.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was on the theme.
I thought you were doing like some sort of like a Latin. That'd be a deep cut, though.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of that. But you guys are probably like, we can't get into the whole vagaries of Latin Catholic Church. Yeah.
Oh, that's my jam.
That's beautiful, though. That's it's got its. So there was
On Eagle's Wings.
It's amazing that there was a Catholic church in Southern Ohio. And I've seen them. There's one in my hometown, but there's probably 4.
Yeah,
so I think the rest of them burned down
yes.
suspiciously.
Well, the oldest Catholic church in Ohio is in New Lexington, and you're like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So that whole, like, I guess the northern, southern, eastern Ohio area, a lot of Catholics, but then it's a sharp drop off. Don't know why.
Right.
What could it be?
I always heard the Catholic, the kind of anti-Catholic Protestant thing that rednecks always would say, be like, well, they're up there praying to Mary. That would be their thing.
My partner now
is... Like they're praying to Mary.
My partner now is Pentecostal. Was raised Pentecostal.
Oh, shots fired.
And no,
easy, Caitlin. It's a hot show, okay? Come on.
But he's since,
I don't want to handle that.
Oh, he's since what? Seen the light?
No longer practice.
Where are you going? He no longer practices. You gestured of, he's fine now.
We discussed this on a previous episode, the dynamic, because it's fascinating to me, because, like, black people do not change anything about their religion. Like, we don't change gods. We don't nope, we're all in one group. We're like, we're good.
Right.
But then you're like, no, I'm Catholic. No, I'm Pentecostal. I'm Protestant. You're like, no, we're just praising.
Going to church?
We're basically Baptist.
Yeah.
This is where we stopped. The Underground Railroad stopped right at a Baptist church. That's where it was like, boom, we're here.
Right. Where's the safe space? Let's not make too many. Let's just know where everybody is.
Look, we all here, all right? Let them run around. It went from Catholic to Buddhist to agnostic. We don't do all that. Where's the meal? We're having a meal after this, right? That's where we at. Wherever lets me do a backflip and a triple Lutz off of something, that's the church for me.
So, deviled eggs.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Have you had Catholic deviled eggs?
Yes.
Do they call them deviled in Catholic?
So
that's the fun part.
So a lot of
They're
Catholics
deliciously addictive.
are just so weirdly lax about a lot of things that other Christians, like the drinking, not a problem.
Of course.
Well,
that's one of the reasons that it's endured, and we love Catholicism so much. Also, the churches are banging. Let's be honest. They owned all the art for like 400 years. So you got a lot going on for you over there.
Catholic deviled eggs.
I like
all the Catholics in Youngstown, those were the best church meals ever, because you would just have all of these tiny little legs.
Chiming in as a black person, I'm going to say it's not the best meal ever at a church. Just saying.
Within the Catholic confines.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
That's clear. All right.
It's a mystery to me.
But you think it's a difference? I always wonder if it's a difference, because that's why I think of, we're bringing this all back to basements and churches, and religion, and food.
Ground zero, the basement.
The ground zero of all that of a basement and a church, for me, is a deviled egg.
That's true, though. Everybody's got them.
Because when you're a kid and you didn't know, you can only eat so much chicken, and then you're like, what else you got? You can get bored with it. And they look fun, easy to eat.
I think the only thing I remember being a kid going to church was two things. One is the astoundingly long time frame. Like, I swear we'd get there at like 7 in the morning and we'd leave and the sun's just past the noon mark, and I'm like, how long have we been here? Like, it was just unimaginable, because it was like, all right, we got church. After that, we got Sunday school. I was like, didn't I just do Sunday school at church? Right, like, what are the parents doing for this next 3 hours? And they're like, don't you worry about that. You go and learn. And you're like, I just did. Hold on. But there was always food. And that was never a huge issue. It was just like, all right, there's food, I guess. It was stupid. Why are we all here forever? But then there's one time I went to a church with my grandmother. God rest her evil soul. Anyway, I went to church with my grandmother, and everybody's like down and praying, the pastor's whipped everybody up into a frenzy, and I'm like, this guy talks a lot. But he's whipped everybody up into a frenzy. Everybody's just down on their knees praying. And, so it's very vocal, because it's a black church, very vocal. And everybody is like speaking in tongues.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember as a child trying to fake it, because I'm trying to like listen and fake it. But then I realized everybody is doing something different in tongues. And I was like, I think they're all, are you guys all faking this? Like, is everybody just making up their own?
And you're like,
right, is everybody making up their own language? I'm like, wait, stop. You're not even using the same tones, syllables, nothing. I was like, that man's speaking Portuguese. I know he's speaking Portuguese. Hold on. Something's wrong here.
Like you're caught in the wires of the church matrix. You're like, I'm like, everything works now.
Right, and then I'm like, I start to question it. My grandmother gives me one of those, on the back of the head. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go with this. So don't question things. You guys are all talking different, but whatever. Like, I was like, you're not even, if you are all using this, like, a similar set of words, it would make sense. I was like, but you're just saying. I was like, it's a Duolingo convention. I was like, you guys aren't really, you know what, I'm just going to wait for the food.
Yeah.
Wait for the food. It's fine.
Let's do fake old language. That sounds
right. I was like
something you may or may not have heard of The Exorcist.
Like drunk mumbling and gibberish combined. Right. You're just like, but I was like, that's it? Okay, I guess we're in there. All right, moving from religion, okay? Before we offend somebody or out somebody or discover the link between altar boys and whatever, we're moving on.
Or if we become holy.
Yeah, before that.
And that's why we're here.
This
was a long, drawn-out plan by your parents.
Have you heard the good word?
To bring you back.
This is sort of like an intervention, but only in one direction.
So I have the most Catholic education out of anybody in my family, and it got to a point when I was in college and I was minoring in Catholic studies where I would just be able to correct them. They did not like that.
Ooh, what did you do? You just used independent study? Did you just go? You went rogue?
We're gonna glass over.
You're like you people gonna do this thing. I'm gonna hold you to it.
They would say something bigoted, and I'd be like, "That's really interesting," because there was a papal encyclical written about 3 years ago that cites this exactly, and they're like, "Oh no!"
Shot calling them like.
Oh. So you come in that house with a pocket full of microphones and just start dropping them all over the house.
Yep.
She said, "Here's a Gideon Bible. Take it. Take it."
Well, the papal bull of 1034 would say otherwise. Yes. And then you would leave to applause of yourself in your brain.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I did the work for hours.
They're like, Caitlin, why'd you leave the garage door open? Did you know the Borgias? Allow me to explain.
And then you make your point, and you're like, I'll be downstairs hitting holes in ones.
I'll check on the well and
this
the girl
hot
in it.
streak going.
Just plunk.
Best known putter in human existence.
It's funny because every time I play Topgolf, I'm unable. I can sink them into that first hole. Anything beyond that, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. It just doesn't exist.
Right.
It's like a blind
They're
spot
like, you
at
gotta-
30 feet.
You really got to pull it back, and I'm like, what do my elbows do?
You're the Happy Gilmore of putting. Instead of like the long drive, like let's all gather around and watch Caitlin make this 20-footer.
I am triple bogeying every hole, but flawlessly putting.
Right. Do you have a weird delivery? Does it like do you do a thing? Do you got a thing when you're hitting the golf ball? You just kind of make it up as you go. Is it more or less dangerous than your swing would be from hitting a baseball off the roof of your house?
Yeah. What's that like to have a roof? Like a thing?
We just all make our own lives worse just to make. This is how hosts do it. I think
this is what
we lower and then you add on to raise you.
It's
up.
impossible to punch
make
down
us
if you're
smaller.
on the ground
Oh,
already.
yeah.
It's just impossible.
Yeah.
You can't really punch down from the ground.
Right. Yeah.
So, but punching up, socially acceptable.
It's great.
Honestly, it was fine, just insofar as I could not see my neighbors growing up, so like there was no chance of a rogue ball hitting anything.
Okay, you meaning they were far away,
They were
or
far
you were
away.
not allowed to socialize?
Oh,
It was nighttime and they were darker skinned. Which
All
one?
of those reasons.
All of
all of those reasons.
they were far away.
They were far away.
Yes.
Black people that lived close to you that your parents wouldn't let you talk to
Because they weren't Catholic.
because they weren't. That's what their excuse would be.
You don't talk to them.
Don't talk to this. They're Catholic. They don't pray to Mary.
These heathens. They do flips at church. You don't want that. They're athletic.
So much fun. Food's delicious.
The food's delicious.
The music is amazing.
They use this thing called seasoning. It's terrible. It's the devil's work.
So you mean far away?
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Far away.
Which is my dream in life. I'd love to buy a piece of land and not live close to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you would last long.
Oh, I would.
I think you would go find those people.
Ever.
I think you'd be like, I think you would go to them and be like, meanwhile, I'm done with you. Don't come see me. I think you would
I
try to do
think
it
if
both
I
ways.
met my neighbors, I'd show up dressed like Colonel Sanders. I would have a different outfit for each neighbor meeting. That
I got
would
to tell
throw
you,
them off.
if you came dressed like Colonel Sanders out of nowhere, you're not discouraging me from going over to your house and being like, what's going on? Come on. That's fun. That's pretty fun.
He seems friendly.
Yeah, right.
Got a good sense of humor.
Well, the accent's going to be what throws off the
That's
whole
got to
thing.
be bad. Yeah. And the all white mustache.
Yeah. Buenos dias.
Yeah, it says not hidden. Like, we don't know what's going on here. You would be the flag that Caitlin was talking about. You'd be the human embodiment of too many flags.
Won't y'all come on over for a meal? I swear, my wife cooked up a doozy of a meal. Oh, you're married? No, I'm not.
Right.
Just staring.
Once you see the flag of New Zealand, turn right. It's before the flag of Morocco and after the Red Cross flag. And before a flag with a skull on it that says search and destroy.
Then there's just a blank flag that I drew Jeffrey the Giraffe from Toys R Us on. That's my personal favorite flag. It means I'll never grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Sorry.
Toys R Us kid, POW never forget.
POW, yes. Toys R Us kids. POW never forgets.
I'll never forget the parking lot wars of '86.
Oh,
Kid brought a razor scooter. They had just come out.
So many ankles.
Hit me across the head with one of those Nerf twirling footballs. Whistled for days.
I remember when I was in high school, good Lord. Feels like it's been so long ago because I'm so old.
3 years. 3 years tops.
3 years ago when I was in high school. No, when I was in kindergarten, my best friend, I remember there's a picture of this at 6. And this is not unusual for what I'm saying, what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Wore a T-shirt, a skull on it, and a beret, and the skull was wearing shades because it's also cool. Mm-hmm. And the shirt said, "Kill them all, let God sort them out." And as a fan of G.I. Joes, we're just thinking makes practical self-defense sense. Like, Cobra's coming.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to kill them all. You don't really, because you don't really, they all parachute. But yeah, we were like perfectly normal. And I'm sure that's a flag.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure. Or it's not, we can get it made and let's rename this podcast.
Kill 'em all.
That's
like
the way
God
to.
sort 'em
Yeah,
out.
everyone's. Yeah.
All right, welcome to the Kill 'em all, let God sort 'em out cast.
Right. Here we talk about basements.
Today's targets.
Today's targets are basements.
Today's
flags.
targets, open septic systems.
Open septic systems.
Kill 'em all.
And neighbors that live too far away.
And may or may not be melanated.
Yeah.
Tune in next
how
week to
far
find out.
were your neighbor? How far would you say your neighbor?
Maybe like half a mile.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
thick wooded, just rolling hills of Hocking Valley. You go down to the what is it? The Rock House. You get the Rock House down there.
Old Man's Cave.
Old Man's Cave. You got the Old Man's Cave, which was. It did not look like it did when I was a kid. Now it looks like a national park. But when I was a kid, you get to find pop cans.
That was a holler back then.
There's trash
defined.
everywhere. Nothing was trimmed. Everything's overgrown. And then you walk by the devil's bathtub, and you're like, being the youngest, it was always the joke, like, throw him in. He's so small, get him. Let's go get him. And then I would be like, in my head, I'm like, no, put me in there, because that's where my Lord and Master lives. And I was like, that's where the warm water is, where the truth lies. And then I would run away with my bright golden hair and make an altar deep in the woods. And then we'd have to go back into town and then go to our Methodist church, which, as you Catholics well know, is a breeding ground for the devil. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is. So would you say, when did you decide, hey, I'm going to read all of these Catholic? What was it was the arguments, it was the things, the little small differences, and you wanted to do your due diligence, you wanted to do your thing. So
I went to Catholic school, like kindergarten through 12th grade. And when I was homeschooled for that 1 year, it was like a Catholic homeschool. So went to a Catholic university. I was wanting to become a nun. So I got really into reading about theology.
All right. Mm-hmm.
And then I had my first boyfriend, and I was like, that dream's gone.
Right. Yeah.
I got my glasses off, and I got my braces off. I'm like, let's give this another try.
Oh, okay. So
take these baby blues for a spin.
There you go.
The devil crept in.
You're right. Jesus, you're going to have to fight for this woman.
But at that point, I had just known a lot, and I was in college, and I would take in classwork, and I minored in history, so there was just a lot of overlap between classes I could take.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I got the fun power trip of knowing more than my parents.
Right.
So kept going with it.
And your glasses were off. The gloves came off.
Yep.
Glasses came off. Braces came off. Gloves
came
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
pants came off.
Pants came off.
Yep, got it.
Roof came off at Erv's house.
Roof completely just gone.
Roof just gave away. Yeah.
My dad said he was going to fix it, and he'll be back soon.
He's coming back.
He'll be back. He's bringing shingles, I think.
Yeah.
The ones. No, are they the ones that go in the roof?
Oh,
he
might have shingles. Go away now.
Oh.
He's probably got shingles. Yeah. He'll be back.
He does. Yeah, he does. He does. We say it every day, but
every day.
It's fine.
One day it will be true.
It's like Peter Pan,
Right.
where you're like, oh man, I just want to go to Never Never Land, and I just want my dad to come back from the store with his smokes.
Yeah.
One day.
It's like if Peter Pan's story's 45 years long.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got.
I wonder about all the Disney classics that do not feature black kids. Like Pinocchio would have just been like Jamal and just unruly. Like, well, he didn't escape to the man with the carnival. He just went to children's services and then a group home. That's just Jamal. He lied constantly. And for some reason, every time he told a lie, he gained athletic ability. I'm not sure how this works. Anyway.
So, when did you do the comedy? When did you do the comedy?
Why did you get in comedy?
Why did you do the comedy?
Moved. I went to school in Chicago, so moved back to Ohio.
Catholic school in Chicago?
Yes.
Wow. So, from the holler with no blacks to
Polish Catholics.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeez.
I know 3 Margos.
Did I say that too hard? I think I bit that off a bit too hard.
The Polish?
Polish Catholics?
Well, they got that snap to them, the Polish sausage.
Polish Catholics.
So
now you can get a job now.
Yeah.
Literally, he's the guy. Mm-hmm. You get the CAO.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they do a show. Didn't it? Like a lot of famous. I mean, nobody in here is famous, but you got some. You got an in. Mm-hmm. You got 2 ins.
Yeah.
You got your papal history. Mm-hmm. and you went to Chicago.
Have you seen
and you do jokes. So the next jump is the Pope.
The Vatican.
I want to be the official court jester of the Vatican.
Oh, why don't they have court
jester?
They have everything set up to have a court
all
jester.
Of us are on this
like, where's the hype man for the Pope? Why isn't he coming out warming up the crowd? Like, where's that guy?
And they used to say the most vile.
Can I get a heck yeah? Heck yeah.
There you go. Right. Or whatever that would be in Latin. Like, oh, but he did it with the fart sound. So he'd be like, and then they go, oh,
give it up for your Pope for the most. Yeah.
Can he do that in Latin? Heck, this is bawdy.
Boop. That's the fart sound.
Poppy says it's okay, so let him go.
Have you seen the video of interviewing one of his brothers? Because he's like the first Pope in over, I think, 100 years with like living siblings because he's so young.
Oh, I thought it was just like siblicide, and they were just in order to be the Pope, you had to kill off your siblings. Like,
how badly do you want this?
Right, you're right.
The slide's gone.
How badly do you want to serve? Right.
But there's
get rid of that sister.
There's an interview with like some local NBC syndicate or whatever that's like talking to his brother who lives in the Chicago suburbs, and he's describing the experiences. Yeah, I clicked on the TV and I'm like, oh, Bobby's Pope.
Hey, Bobby's Pope, come in, man.
That's what he says. Bobby's Pope.
Why can't you be more like your brother?
Choked to death on my sausage.
Oh. But yeah, moved from Chicago to Columbus to be closer to my siblings, and I had wanted to do comedy. I'd lurked in open mics in Chicago, but I was too nervous. But when I moved to Columbus, I was like, well, I'll give it a shot, and if I suck, it doesn't matter because no one knows me.
Yeah. That's one thing I found out because I did sketch comedy in New York. I didn't do stand-up or anything, but still won't. I refuse. And is being a city, come from the Midwest, the basic social functions of being in the city are two things: speed and volume.
And
in the Midwest, it's not necessary. We just, it's it's how we say goodbye. People make TikTok to this stuff like Midwestern goodbye. We're like, I'm trying to. None of that stuff exists. No, it's you're gone. You're here and you're gone. You're like, hey, how you guys doing? What's up? You going to do some comedy? Okay. So you think that's how you're supposed to be because some funniest people in the world are obviously you're big city people, fast talking, volume, and you go. I'm sure in Chicago's the same way. You see a lot of people that are big talkers, fast talkers, and then you realize there's a lot of energy up there. That's good. This is good for basic entertainment. And then you go, this has no content whatsoever. They're just being city people, or as we say, city folks. They're just out there talking about city. That's all they're doing. They just wind themselves up because they're always wound up because they live in hell. You know what I mean? They live in a cesspool and they're up there talking their talk, and they ain't happy.
And as someone that was just cesspool adjacent, I can clock it when I.
Hold on, y'all got a
pool? There you go. Yeah. That's
y'all got a pool, or
I've seen.
Man, y'all got a pool. Y'all lucky. Got roofs and pools. I feel like there's a whole different side of society out there.
Roofs and pools for days. Chicago open mics. What was the hot one? What was the good one?
There was one at a pool hall not very far from campus that I would go to, and I would just kind of like soak it in. But again, hindsight 2020, there were a lot of people that were very bad, but they just had the confidence to get up.
Exactly.
And I didn't. I did one show that was like a student showcase. And I was so nervous. I didn't eat for like 2 days ahead of time. And so I'm like, all right, cross that off my bucket list. And then obviously I caught the bug and I didn't want to stop. But I don't know how to make that sustainable because I didn't realize that you get less nervous over time. I just thought I'd always be that nervous.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
But yeah, I will say one of my proudest achievements, that first set that I ever did in like 2016, it was roasting Elon Musk before it was cool. So I have always hated the right people.
Right ahead of the game. Also not Catholic, I think.
No.
Was he?
No.
A lot of Nazis were Catholic and Protestants.
But he's like South Africa. I don't know if that.
He's not Catholic.
What's the Catholic population in South Africa?
You were correct.
You're right. Either way, you're right.
That's my hot generic. Let's just whittle us down to generic hot takes. You were correct about Elon Musk's character.
Tell us, Nostradamus.
Anyway, next week,
what does it hold?
800 AM Catholic Radio. You ever listen to that? Speaking of radio, while we're here?
Yeah.
On the radio? This is the radio, right?
I was going to say Gabriel's Catholic Radio in Columbus. Every time I see one of those bumper stickers, I know that that's going to be the worst driver possible.
Oh.
Just get into another lane.
That's a whole other... Now, I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that because legally, I think, we are next to the most dangerous highway in the state. I think, from Morse Road to, I think, downtown. It's one of the most, like, litigious, small fender bender, like, situational things.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody that comes through here, from no matter where, that's come to visit me or come to go to Cincinnati or whatever, they're like, what is going on in that city? I go, your guess is as good as mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No turn signals. Nope. So now you're adding the sticker for me to be more afraid.
I will profile. A minivan? Oh,
yeah.
Forget it.
Okay, a profile with the sticker on it, the 800. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it 800 or 18?
1800, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's the AM ones that make you think it's the year that it is. Mm-hmm. You're like, 1824, back when things were wide. Right. Right.
Mm-hmm. More Latin.
More Latin.
But not, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean. Less seasoned.
Italian Latin.
They're white now, so.
Not the bad
yeah, that's right.
The good ones.
We're running out of numbers, and we need to make excuses. We're getting smaller every day.
Every day.
Like we're coming back to where we started, which was the all-white breakfast.
The all-white breakfast. Brought to you by Devil.
The Devil.
All whites.
Devil breakfast. White eggs, white plate, white toast, white milk, white light, white gloves.
Salt only.
Eating gloves. Would you eat breakfast wearing gloves?
I have
eaten breakfast wearing gloves.
You have? Both of you?
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong?
If you ever want to just really have an entertaining morning at like a Denny's, just wear gloves while you eat your meal.
Oh, I was anemia gang rise up. Girl was cold.
Oh.
What? What'd you say? What were those words?
Anemia.
Anemic? You're anemic?
Yeah.
You're anemic.
Yes.
Okay.
So and it was really bad when I was a child, so I would wear like gloves and hat at all times.
Okay.
Does that have anything once again to do with the sewage?
I think it's the sewage.
Does open
sewage...
It
might not have something to do with the sewage.
How do you have can you have a class action lawsuit against your own family?
But now I'm misunderstanding once again because I keep thinking you're going back into the tank for the golf balls. Like with one of those gloves you use also, to get a baby out of a cow.
Here's the other part.
What's that called? Do you know what that is?
I don't know what it's called, but I worked at a pizza place, and that was the glove that they would have us stir the sauce with.
Yes. This is also the distinction I like in rural people are country people, which I can't really call myself. To city people, I'm country people, but to country people, I'm town people. Mm-hmm. And I am a town person. I'm an in-town person.
Yes.
But then there's the country people like yourself who aren't necessarily farm people. Mm-hmm. So there's country and then there's farm people.
Yes.
And then there's farm rich. There's people that are from, oh, God, let's not get into it. Good Lord. It's like the history of the Catholic Church. It's very convoluted and crazy. Fascinating.
Touchy.
A lot of
fascinating. Touchiness.
That's the subject you touch with gloves. 2 pair.
All pair.
All pair. What gloves would you wear?
Burlap. I'm gonna go with full burlap.
They don't make
for the grip.
Burlap gloves.
I mean, if they, you know what we're talking about, it must be real.
Great, Caitlin. Do you know anybody that that made their own clothes, but also would make a suit, including the gloves, out of burlap?
Can't say I do.
But
the world is large.
World's large.
Scratchiest neighbor. That's what I'm imagining your neighbors now. Your parents were right about everything other than leaving you alone. And it's your neighbor that would make suits
out of burlap.
So, real quick. Columbus Comedy Festival coming up September 4th through the 7th. Are you performing?
Yes, I am.
All right. Where are you performing? Let us know.
I'm doing sketch with Hot People Near You this Saturday.
Okay.
It'll be awesome. I'm also doing a show at the Nest same Saturday. And then the Friday, I'll be at #. I'm performing on Tattoos and Tarots, which is produced by Allison McVeigh.
Sweet.
Ooh, that's going to be really
awesome.
Nice.
And that's 4, 5, 6?
4th, 5th, 6th, 7th.
4th, 5th,
of September, the Columbus Comedy Festival.
So 5th and 6th. Yeah.
So she's there 5th and 6th. Mm-hmm. We've done too many math numbers now. Also, real quick question before we get out of here. The question I think I want to know, and everyone wants to know, is if you didn't retrieve the golf balls from the septic tank, what was your family budget for golf balls? I feel like
someone didn't golf that much. Or else they would have known.
Someone liked to buy a lot of golf things and then never golf. So
they were golf balls that you found.
Yes.
Like the baseballs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just like instead of like a buried food cache somewhere on the property, it's just a 55-gallon bucket of just golf balls, and you just go out there and then grab a handful and get in there.
Yep.
And were you the oldest?
Yes.
That's what's going on here. Now it makes sense.
Right. They bought a bunch of golf supplies.
You're the most dangerous one, actually, because your brothers and sisters are going to, they're going to, the leaders up on our leader is up on the roof practicing your Tony Gwynn swings. Oh, well, you don't even know what Tony Gwynn is, do you? No, I guess it would be, I don't know. I have no references the past 20 years, by the way. I stopped at age 28.
Still baffled by this roof thing.
Yeah, I know.
Weird.
So you were hitting baseballs towards your neighbors?
Oh, so one of us would go up on the roof, and then we'd kind of just like hit them off, and then people would catch down on the ground.
All right, so I'm picking this up. Did you really live in a Dick's Sporting Goods? Is that how this works? Because you had access to unlimited baseballs and golf balls. So I'm imagining, did you just grow up at a Dick's Sporting Goods?
Yeah.
You can be honest.
I wish. There's no open sewage at Dick's.
It's fine. I grew up at a Toys R Us. We're fine. My mom used to just drop us off and come back.
I've seen the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's attached to your car.
It's Jeffrey, but I'm a really bad jar, so he looks like he's got a lisp. It's really awful. But anyway.
Did we do it?
This is the Columbus Comedy Festival podcast. Los Mid Dudes. Coming to you from Boxland Studios. Your needs for podcasting, video, audio, anything you want. Guys who are amazingly great.
Great.
They host us. They haven't called the cops on us yet, so that's got to be positive. That's boxlandtv.com. Come up here, get some fun in here. They have a really, really cool bathroom that is not biased. I don't know what bathroom would be biased considering it's not living, but it's a good bathroom. Trust me on that. It's even got one of those fancy little revolving mirrors with a credit card.
It'll keep your secrets.
It'll keep your secrets, and it'll keep you.
And keep your truths.
Mm-hmm. And good toilet paper, which is one of my biggest beefs of life, is anywhere you go has one-ply toilet paper, like they don't want you to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
When they could just easily not have a bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, don't tease me with a comfortable bathroom and then one-ply.
Right. There's a reason this studio is at the top of Sinclair Road.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Top of the pops.
Tops of pops.
So, our guest today, Caitlin Menonsky. So, Caitlin, what made you get into comedy?
When did you start? Catholic? What are
Catholic.
you? I can see.
Where are you from?
I can see it. Where are you from? Let me guess. Logan?
Wow.
But not in.
Not in.
You guys are good.
You know,
Did you do your research?
You've got a sort of 1 year homeschooled vibe going on, yeah.
You know
Can't get that stench off me.
Yeah.
I know this is talking out of school here with a Buckeye legend, Katie Smith.
Yes. I do know Katie Smith.
My sister's faster than her.
Oh.
That's a fact, y'all.
Okay.
Every time I pass through it.
Fired.
Take that,
100-meter
Katie.
dash. Look it up. It's in the Ohio high school.
Hey, you heard it here first.
SEOAL statistics.
Prove yourself, Katie. Show up. Parking lot race.
Parking lot. My sister, her hips were ruined from that concrete track in southern Ohio. Not Logan's though, because I think you guys had Cole. Mm-hmm. Or did you guys probably? That was a rich high school compared to us. I think you guys had the rubberized one. Maybe you guys.
Right, I was like, just Cole, just running.
Oh, Cole does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was so much better than because we thought that was they're like, well, people run on flat surfaces, so concrete, and that was what.
I also have no concept because I don't run. Like I did set a record.
Hate running.
I set a record while I was in high school for the slowest mile run. It was at 17 minutes and 34 seconds. Nice. And it's because I didn't run one step of it. I walked the entire time.
I thought you were going to say fastest to sit.
No. But I also, strangely enough, I also set the sit-up record for my school at like 60, 64, 65.
Oh, you mean sit-ups, not just sitting up.
Yeah, in like 60 seconds. Like I just crank those out. Apparently that's my only athletic ability is sitting up.
Irv Ross goes from laying to sitting up faster than any human being alive.
Right. Now, once he's sat up, it's literally the slowest thing you've ever seen. It's just like,
Getting up and setting up are two different degrees of difficulty.
One day I'll tear the roof off this thing when I have a roof.
When you have a roof. Though I can hit a baseball off of it.
Well, Caitlin, thank you so much for coming in. I hope that you've had a great experience here. I've learned so much about Catholicism, and more than I ever wanted to, which is really fun. And hopefully one day you make it to a black church.
Yeah. Or just start your own religion, which you would call Menonsky.
I was going to say Catholicism's right there.
Oh, wow. That's why you're in the biz. Catholicism.
The Empowerment Church? Oh my goodness, the Catholic Church is going to boycott.
Catechism.
Catechism.
They would have you go to catechism to discover all of the nuances.
Yes.
Wow. A papal. What would you call it, papal? Anyway. Welcome to the first day of Catholicism. Catholicism.
No, you got to go a different direction. You got to like corner here, corner here, corner here, corner here. It just makes
or just do a C.
There we go.
Kind of like the YMCA thing.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Well, all right. Thank you, guys. And hope you tune in next time. Even though not sure tuning in is the correct word.
And I forgot there was a camera on me.
Yes, we quite regularly do forget that there's a camera on. Is that?
Where we?
Okay. It always starts and ends very awkwardly.